4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep note.
How's it? Ayor Seffrican, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. I am playing the Stanley Parable according to the game. Now it's very interesting. I can already see this monitor within a monitor within a monitor within a monitor inception kind of stuff going on. I purposely didn't want to read anything about this game or look at anything about this game, so I am totally blind. I don't know what it's about, but we're gonna find out pretty soon. Let us begin the game. End is the end is never the end is never the end is...
Story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh, he's got his own
Employee
door number.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Exciting!
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Ooh.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Without questioning it.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Define
And then one
happy.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
It's the recession,
This
Stanley.
complete isolation.
Time to leave your
Something
job.
was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
This is so freaky, but the in-game graphics look better than the pre-rendered graphics, which is something I'm not used to. Okay, so I just need to walk. What does it say there? Partition Corp. Okay, so it's just the partition. Why does Stanley have his own door number? Spooky! What's... Oh, I can't jump. I can't do anything. Oh, if I could zoom, what would you say? Okay, well, it's pretty quiet, but it's obviously meant to be eerie. And there's some kind of weird stuff happening in the back of these offices. These are big offices. 417 rooms. Sales this quarter. Okay, well, it seems that sales are down. And that this does not make sense. Maybe the company...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Do I have to enter the door on my left? What if I don't? I really don't want to jump scare or something.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So you don't have to listen to the narrator, but then what happens? This gets interesting. It's creepy as hell, even though it's like...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it in.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First, okay, so this time I will listen to the narrator. Or not. Let's not. You know, let's not. Screw this guy.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie if you're lying right now. Stop. Okay, so... But Stanley does follow directions by pushing the button and not asking questions. So I am Not gonna be a Stanley. Don't be a Stanley. What is this? Penalty for misuse cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift, $5,000. Ooh, there's brake lights. Is someone in that car? Can I use it? Do I not use it? I don't have much of a choice.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
What if I jump down?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I'm gonna jump down, yeah. I'm gonna jump down. I'm just curious.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes!
Why,
I don't trust you!
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
Wow, this is now getting a bit creepier.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm not gonna listen to him.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Perhaps you misunderstood me! Don't give me a jump scare.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley is defiant to the last.
Fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Wow, ooh, now it's getting weird.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Do we go the colorful route? The undeveloped route? That's what he wants. Let's not. Let's now go left.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
3 in the middle, as in no feedback.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really?
Yeah,
Maybe
really.
Next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The worldwide leaderboard. Wow, what? I don't understand. This is so interesting. What? Doors opened, 91,000. Let's go left again? Same room.
Now,
no, I'm on the other side.
That competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors. Again, honest answers, please.
You're gonna get nothing out of me.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
What?
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Bye, baby! It's not a real baby. It's a cardboard cutout and it can burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's
The latter.
I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
Oh, it's like Minecraft.
Well, Stanley, is this
That's
any
so
better?
cool. It's actually
At
so
last,
cool.
The one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
You're gonna build where? Where are you gonna? I can't even get out of this little block.
Finish it all off.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. It's complete.
Can I go inside your house,
I made
please?
this. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
No, I don't want to go in. I'll go in backwards.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect?
Wow.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes,
What
yes,
am I
yes.
playing?
Come along, Stan.
You want me to go down there?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I should have just played Minecraft.
Makes you feel
Wow,
utterly
it is getting
irrelevant.
so dark.
This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
So is this all it is? Like different experiences and things? I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be a point. There's got to be a point to it. Oh, I know what this is. It is exactly like Portal.
Genius.
Like, how did they get it right to just like rip the stages out of Portal?
Actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more.
What the hell? I don't know what just happened. Play. What? What if you just followed the story? Is it the same? We're gonna have to kind of find that out. Okay, I'm just gonna be wandering around here trying to find a way out here. And now? What does it say? Okay, it's just like charts. It looks like a music program or editing software. This is so weird. We're gonna have to kind of explore more and find out what to do in this. I'm not sure if I was meant to follow the narrator, but I'm pretty sure this story arc is gonna lead to its own place, and it's gonna be pretty interesting. This is weird. Anyway, if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, leave a like. But as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next video.